Ashton Hall had his lawyer send me a cease and desist last night at midnight. They want me to take down the video where I shared screenshots of people that were allegedly scammed by him. And they're trying to say right here that it's entirely false and there's no truth to any of these statements.
Imagine waking up at 3:53 in the morning, not because you have to, but because your ego demands it. You rip tape off your mouth like a hostage escaping captivity. You brush your teeth, not with tap water like a peasant, but with luxury bottled water that costs more than your lunch. Then, before the sun is even up, you dunk your face into a bowl of ice and rub a banana on your skin like it is a holy relic. This is not a morning routine. This is a mental illness disguised as the grind. Meet Ashton Hall, the man who convinced nearly 1 billion people that if you just wake up early and act weird, you too can be rich. But behind the perfectly lit ice baths and the designer suits was a reality so messy, so fraudulent, and so embarrassing that his empire did not just crumble, it turned into the biggest joke on the internet. Today, we are not just looking at a bad morning routine, we are looking at a $10,000 scam, a fake physique, and the moment a disciplined god got smoked by a streamer who screams at video games for a living.
Ashton Hall had his lawyer send me a cease and desist last night at midnight. They want me to take down the video where I shared screenshots of people that were allegedly scammed by him. And they're trying to say right here that it's entirely false and there's no truth to any of these statements.
To understand the scam, you have to understand the insecurity. Before Ashton was the routine guy, he was a college running back at Alcorn State. He spent his whole life being told the NFL was waiting for him.
You think you maybe could have went to the NFL?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I don't feel like it's...
Bro, it says you finished your college career with just 8 yards for 6 rushes.
The reality? His entire career added up to 6 carries for 8 yards. That is not a stat line, that is a typo. When the pro dream died, most people would get a job. Ashton decided if he could not be an athlete, he would play one on the internet. He pivoted to the Christian fitness coach persona. You know the type, the nothing good happens after 8 p.m. guys. It was all pray, sleep, lift, repeat. And for 4 years, nobody cared. He was grinding, posting push-ups in his living room, desperate for attention. But then he realized something. People did not want fitness, they wanted fantasy. So he stopped selling workouts and started selling a lifestyle he could not actually afford.
I can't help anybody else. That is why I've shared my morning routine, because this is how I've jumped over that hurdle. So a lot of people will see in my past, I had a lot of potential, but I couldn't lock in. You know what I'm saying? I passed over the opportunity. Poor, P-O-O-R, right? Passed over opportunities repeatedly, right? And I got tired of passing over opportunities. So I had to make a change. And this was me making my change. Changing my morning routine changed my entire life.
Enter the video that broke the internet, the morning routine. It opens at 3:53 a.m. sharp. He peels off the mouth tape. He brushes with Saratoga water, a brand that literally saw its stock value rise just because this guy used it to rinse his spit. Then comes the ice bowl. He dunks his face in freezing water like he is baptizing himself into the church of clout. But the cherry on top is the banana. He eats it, then rubs the peel on his face. I need you guys to answer me in the comments right now, be honest. If you saw a grown man rubbing a banana peel on his face at 4 a.m., would you call him a genius or would you call the police?
This guy's morning routine is fake. See, Ashton Hall is going viral for dunking his face in ice water and rubbing banana peels on his face at 5 a.m., but there's 3 things to prove that he's lying. There's parts of the video where you can see the sun out at 6 a.m. even though he lives in Florida where the sun comes out at 7, but that's not all. When he goes to his computer to work, he says,
"Bro, we gotta go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
But if you look closely, there isn't a reflection in his eyes, meaning the computer is off and he isn't actually talking to anyone. The cherry on top is when he jumps in the pool and you can see the time change from 7:36 a.m. to 7:40, which means he stays in the air for 4 whole minutes, and this is what he had to say about it.
I was really in the air for 4 minutes.
Once the meme died down, the fitness community started squinting at Ashton. He claimed to be natty, meaning natural. No steroids, no performance enhancers, just Jesus and ice water.
Is Ashton Hall natty or not?
They should think I'm on some type of enhancement drug.
See, before he got famous for doing his morning routine, he posted about his 3-year transformation where he gained 35 pounds of muscle, which isn't really possible without steroids. But there are 3 other things to prove his muscles are fake. Firstly, he used to post workout videos showing him doing HIIT workouts, which don't really tend to grow muscles and actually help people lose weight. But there's more. Secondly, in his routine videos, he only ever shows himself doing cardio, very rarely going to the gym. Finally, fitness legend Greg Doucette looked through Ashton Hall's routine to find out if he's natty or not, and this was his conclusion.
If you think this guy's natural, well, you're probably in the 5% of people who also thought the Liver King was natural.
Here is the math. He is 5'10", 220 pounds, shredded, with 3D delts and vascularity that looks like a roadmap. Experts ran the numbers on his fat-free mass index. A score of 25 is basically the genetic limit for natural humans. Ashton was sitting at a 27 or 28. Could he be natural? Sure. Just like it is technically possible for me to win the lottery tomorrow. It is not impossible, it is just statistically zero.
Oh, Ashton Hall is scamming again. It's kind of like the DEXA scam, only it's the Ashton Hall scam. He pretends, makes believe that he's actually doing these morning routines, and while he's at it, he convinces hundreds of people to hire him to give them their hard-earned money, thousands of dollars, only to not do what he's promised. You're gonna tell me that this guy wakes up at 4:07 in the morning and takes a bath and somebody then passes him some togi water while doing red light therapy for just his face? Red light therapy, that's actually beneficial, but why not do it for your entire body?
If the fake muscles were a yellow flag, his business was a giant red siren. Ashton launched his elite coaching. He promised personalized training, custom diets, and one-on-one mentorship. He marketed it as an exclusive club for high achievers. Price tag? Up to $10,000. For 10 grand, I expect you to come to my house and lift the weights for me. So, what did these people get for their life savings? According to clients exposed by other YouTubers, they got nothing. Generic PDFs you could find on Google Images, cookie cutter meal plans, and the one-on-one calls, they were often dumped into group Zoom calls with 80 other people listening to Ashton tell them to splash water on their face. Imagine spending $4,000 to talk to your idol and he ghosts you after one call. That is not coaching. That is a robbery with a smile. When people complained, Ashton did not apologize. He did not issue refunds. He sued them. He tried to silence the critics with legal threats. That is the behavior of a man who knows he is guilty.
It's only a matter of time until this idiot is behind bars. And yeah, I said it, locked up, and I'm going to explain why. After my reel the other day, I got dozens of these DMs, stealing $7,000 to $10,000 from God knows how many people. This guy couldn't even hire me because he has no money left because he took a loan out to hire Ashton and he disappeared.
When I saw this happen, I said, you know what, Nick? I'm going to hook you up with this guy. So he sent that company, Ashton's company, a letter right back to them. So, I saw those messages that Nick put in there, and you guys know me. I want to investigate. Is this guy a scammer? Or is he ethical? Is he doing ethical business stuff? And I always give people the benefit of the doubt. You can't just assume people are doing illegal things without seeing things with your own eyes, right? So I got access to the internal system where all the clients talk amongst each other, the trainers, right? And I could see people complaining that they didn't get any service at all, the service that they thought they were going to get.
But the universe has a way of balancing things out. Karma came knocking in the form of a chaotic streamer named I Show Speed. Ashton, high on his own supply, challenged Speed to a race. He talked so much trash. He told Speed to back out to save his image. He acted like an Olympic sprinter dealing with a toddler.
Tell him that you changed your mind.
Ain't, bro, nobody changed my mind. Bro, I'm ready. Come on, bro. You ducking. You really acting like a chicken hall. I'm out bro.
This is not going to be a good look for you, brother.
No, it's not.
Put you on game.
On God. Okay, watch
You
it.
you little bro. I'm trying to look out for you.
I promise you.
Listen, where's management?
I promise.
Not allow you to take
I
this
promise you. This about to look bad on you, bro. Hey, I'm good.
The race happened, and Ashton got smoked. Not once, every single time. The guy with the perfect morning routine, the elite genetics, and the unmatched discipline lost to a kid whose cardio consists of barking at a camera and playing FIFA. And the best part, Ashton could not handle it. He made excuses. He doubled down. He proved that all that meditation and journaling did not teach him the one thing that actually matters: humility. Ashton Hall wanted to be a legend, and honestly, he succeeded. Just not the way he planned. He became the face of the fake guru era. A cautionary tale that you can only flex so hard before the shirt rips. He built an empire on ice, water, and lies, and it melted the second the heat turned up. But I want to know what you think. Is the fake natty industry getting worse, or are people finally waking up to scams like this? And serious question, how much would someone have to pay you to rub a banana on your face at 4 a.m? Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you hate fake gurus, and I will see you in the next one.